I thought after I was here a year or two that maybe I would actually get bored with the changing sunsets and sunrises. You know, it's like just unbelievable, these sunsets. It never gets old for me. And then honestly, sometimes it does inspire me to get out my paints. Sometimes that very evening, I'll just see something and say, you know what, I haven't done in a while. I haven't done any, you know, really funky lavender clouds against the, you know, bright orange. So I'm gonna try that one out. And so yeah, sometimes it sets me on the path to getting out the paints. Shannon Wiley. I'm an art teacher and an artist. I went to Florida State University where I double majored in studio art and art education. And then I found my way back to South Florida, living in Stuart, Florida for about 11 years. And then we lived in Vero Beach for a few years. And then an opportunity presented itself after Hurricane Irma to move down here to the Keys. I had interviewed for a position at Stanley Switlick Elementary, and they offered me the position right away. This is my 16th year teaching art, and I really enjoy the act of teaching something that I love. And being a practicing artist, it always lent itself well. I think that the kids really benefit from having that as part of their daily routine, their weekly routine, having the ability to, you know, express themselves, have some fun with art. It lends itself well to it that I'm busy as an artist all the time, and I think the kids really enjoy that, seeing it put into practice in front of them. Even to this day, I'm still doing both, you know, juggling between, you know, educating people in the arts while also, you know, doing my thing, selling my work and having fun painting and, yeah, building the portfolio year by year. I jump around everything from glass etching to large-scale murals that I've always enjoyed doing, and been fortunate enough to be able to scale things to a large scale. That's been a blessing. I've never had any difficulty scaling things up to a sometimes larger than life scale. I've never had to use the grid system or projectors or anything. I've just had the ability to conceptualize things large. I usually will not even chalk it out. Occasionally I'll use chalk, but generally speaking, I'll just thin down paint, like acrylic latex paint, and then sketch it out directly onto the wall just with thin down paint, and then make adjustments and things like that. On the bigger pieces, you know, it means getting down off the ladder or lowering the lift down and walking across a parking lot to look back at the building. You know, on some of those bigger ones, it's a little trickier and quite time consuming, but when I get tired of doing one thing, I just try something else. For instance, I'll jump into doing some landscapes or waterfowl, and I'll get into on a bird kick. Last year I got into doing black gessoed canvases and doing a lot of, you know, dark background pieces, and then the swordfish bills. You know, I had the opportunity with a friend of mine, Archie Jost, who caught for 40 years long lining out of Gloucester. He caught, you know, thousands of swordfish. And so he supplies me with the swordfish bills that I sand down, bleach out, and paint. And I got into doing that for a while too. I was very fortunate that I had many teachers over the years that were a great influence on me, that inspired me to want to be a teacher. When people joke, you know, what did you always want to be? I'm like, an artist and an art teacher, as far back as I can remember. So yeah, Ira Margulies, my 4th grade teacher at Addison Meisner Elementary School, my older brother Chris, who's also a practicing artist, we both had him as our teacher, and he was a busy artist doing his thing, still is to this day. And yeah, it kind of planted the seed all the way back in the 4th grade. And I kind of ran with it from that point on. Even bought one of his paintings years later, Ira Margulies. Yeah.